What is good, everybody? Good morning, or afternoon for you guys. I tell you what, whatever time it is, go fuck yourself. I'll be honest. I think I'm a little sick, like a sinusy, heady thing. I keep coughing up that yellow mucusy shit. Feeling pretty gnarly. I guess you could say I'm not feeling like one of them real boys today, but that's okay. You know, I've been watching these videos on YouTube like a lot of people who make knives, like knife making videos. Obviously that's what making knives means. But they're so satisfying to watch, you know? Like I can't stop watching them. And it's just like, it's so pleasuring to watch someone just like beat something up with a hammer until it becomes something. Like knife forging. And I want to start fucking doing it really bad. Like just making fucking knives. I haven't been on the DRZ in forever. These are kind of like my first wheelies since I haven't been on the DRZ in months, and those are like that's my first real like set of wheelies. But yeah, I started looking into it, man. I'm not gonna say forging knives doesn't look hard, because it certainly doesn't look easy. Hi, doggo, little doggo. Actually, it looks pretty time-consuming, pretty hard, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of science behind like measuring the blade width and shit like that, stuff that I don't know. So I've been really researching, really looking into it, and I think I want to start like forging knives, and I don't know, maybe sell them if you guys want them. But it's something I've been really wanting to do. We're really gonna go 40. We're gonna go 40 miles an hour. Okay, just making sure that's what we're doing. Mr. Colorado here. Don't break downhill. I swear to God, if you break downhill, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm afraid what's gonna happen is I'm gonna buy all the shit for making knives. I'm gonna get hyped as fuck about it, make one knife, and absolutely like be so over it because of how time consuming it is. And I don't want that, because it's like there's a lot of shit that you need. You know, you need a forge and like an anvil and a hammer, and all that stuff is both heavy and expensive. I'm just not sure if I want to invest a bunch of money into something I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? 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 This guy knows what I'm saying. Why are we going this slow? What is your deal? Faster. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go. Yee. 30, 31, 29. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually fucking full commit, because that's a lot of effort for something I'm not gonna like. But it looks so fucking satisfying. Those in CNC videos where people like mill, not CNC videos, but where they have a fucking, what's it called? The turny thing. A lathe. Damn, why couldn't I remember that?
Retard alert.
Audible sigh. I don't know. Let's go, please. All right, I'm gonna pull over and wait for these people to go so I can do wheelies. Jesus Christ, man, I can't wait because I'm impatient as fuck. Why are you breaking downhill? I don't get it. Ah! This is why people shoot schools up. Right here. This is it. Traffic. Yeah. So knife making possibility. We'll see. But to the subject of the video, faster the fuck up. I want to go see what's over here. There's like trails and shit. I'm on my way to the gym, but I just kind of want to see what's over here. So yeah, when I told this story kind of about when I had that video about Jackson the dog, you know, the dog, about how someone broke into my apartment and he was all like, "Hey fucker, there's someone in your house." And I was all like, "No way." Ooh, shit. Hope this doesn't lead onto someone's property. I mean, I learned a long time ago that there's always someone's property, but there's trails everywhere. Oh, shit. Whew. It's pretty muddy. Not what I was really hoping to get into today. Spider webs. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I'm not making that. I'm not even dressed for the occasion. Yeah, so basically, hopefully I can make it up that. Okay, or not. Woo! Really muddy. I was hoping for a casual little trail, but that's not what I got. what I got was out of my fucking, ooh, oh no, oh fuck, I'm so fucking, ugh. So basically, when I lived in Brunswick, I had a little one-bedroom apartment. You know, it wasn't shit really. I mean, it was kind of nice, but it was in this gated community behind Walmart in Brunswick. It was called like Legacy Apartments or something. Yeah, it was Legacy Apartments. And, you know, it wasn't bad there, but, you know, one night I'm sleeping with Jax, and normally I park my truck out in front of it because that's the only place that you can really park. Really park your truck or your car is right in front of your apartment. Well, it was getting worked on or something, so I didn't have it right there. I had it parked at the shop, you know, that I was getting worked at. Obviously it wasn't in front of my house, so it looked like no one was home, I guess. Kind of what I got out of it. Because some kid fucking cut the screen on my window and let himself in. Cut the screen, broke my window. But I was dead ass asleep, right? I didn't hear it. He was in the other room, and for a one-bedroom apartment, it held sound out pretty well. But Jackson slept on my bed. Jackson goes, "Rrr, rrr," like growling, but not loud. Just enough to wake me up. Like, basically, hey motherfucker, someone's in your house, you know? I kind of get up and I listen, and I can hear some sounds in the other room through my door. And so I get up, and at the time, I was freshman year of college. I didn't have much money. So all I had was like, I think it was an 870 shotgun, a Remington 870. I could be wrong if I don't remember correctly. It was a pump action shotgun, and it had a light on the grip. Oh look, a Streamline, those things are fucking cool. There's a Streamline, is that what they're called? So I get up and I grab my shotgun, and it's pitch black in my whole apartment. But I open up my fucking bedroom door to the like sitting room area. I don't want to call it a living room because it was really small. But I open it up just enough to see outside, and I see like a shadow of a man holding an iPad in one hand and my DSLR in the other. You know, like the only like I didn't even have an Xbox, you know, that's all I had was this fucking camera and iPad. It was the only thing I had of value at the time. Like I'm not saying I don't see a gun, but I didn't notice any potential threats, you know. I didn't really look around either, like in case there was more than one dude. So I aim my shotgun kind of at his general direction. I cock it, and then I push the button on the grip, which illuminates the light, and it fucking paints him up, like it lights him up. Fucking full silhouette of this dude, looked like a deer in the headlights, drops my fucking shit and puts his hands in the air. He's like, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. I said something along the lines of, don't you fucking move, or something of that nature. I was really fucking hyped, like not hyped in a good way, but like I was fucking like, lasers were coming out my eyes at this fucking guy. Heart was thumping hard as shit. So I'd probably end up saying something like, fucking don't do anything, probably, you know? But I fucking hold the gun on him. He's like, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. I say, fucking sit on my couch right now. And he goes, what? And I was like, sit on my fucking couch. I was like, take a fucking seat, you know, like Chris Hansen, sit on my fucking couch. He's like, all right, okay. So he sits on the fucking couch. He was young, man. He was real young. Like, he was young, dude. He was like, I want to say he was 17, 16. And I was only 19 at the time, you know? I was pretty young myself. But I was like, don't you fucking move. So I pick up my phone, and I call my buddy Austin upstairs, who at the time was a police officer. I had known him, so it was an apartment complex, so there was like rooms above it. And I call him, I'm like, Austin, can you come down? I know it's really late, but he was just basically getting home from his shift, you know, because he worked night shifts. Or some shit like that. So he comes downstairs, and I got this fucking kid at gunpoint. He says, hold on, I'm just gonna call it in. So he calls it in. But he comes there, and he fucking sits there with his Glock, not pointed at the kid. He asked me to stop pointing at him, but he searched the kid, make sure he didn't have no guns on him or anything like that. I guess what he was doing was like him and his friend, there was another kid there, but he left. He ran as soon as he heard the gun. He wasn't in the house or in the apartment. But fucking, as soon as he heard me rack the shotgun, he left, you know? So he starts talking to Austin. Austin's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So this kid is like, he's like, I don't know, dude, we were just doing this, like, our friends put us up to it, saying, like, trying to say that, I guess that was like what him and his friends, I don't want to call it a gang, because it probably wasn't a gang, but then again, Brunswick has a pretty gnarly gang problem. But breaking and entering was like one of their things that they were supposed to do. I guess they watched for my truck, and my truck wasn't there, so they're like, because they'd scouted out my shit for a couple of days, and it was a gated community, and they didn't live there, so they hopped the fucking fence to get in. You know, crazy shit. You know, why would you choose a gated community of all? Maybe they thought that, like, the chances of them robbing a place without a gun were pretty high, but they robbed a place with a gun, and that's one of the reasons I always have a gun. But I know a lot of people are gonna say, you know, like, you should have just fucking splattered him. And, you know, looking back on it, it was dumb for me not to. It was dumb for me not to just shoot first. Because at that point, I had the right to defend myself, and I would never let that happen again. As in, you know, I've got security systems now. I get an alarm system, like cameras and all that good shit. So I know when someone's within like 200 feet of my house, you know. I'll finish this story when I get out of the gym. That was awful. What a shitty workout. I feel like shit. I went in there 30 minutes, I don't think. I still try to stay in the gym even when I'm sick. A little light workout. So resuming the story, shotgun, aimed at him, called the police. Okay, so I sit on the couch, like crying, basically like, please let me go. I didn't do nothing. He didn't say that, but he was basically apologizing a bunch. He was a kid, man. Here's the reason I'm glad I didn't shoot him. You know, I'm glad that I since I had the drop on him, I didn't feel the need to fucking blast him. This is a weird gray area, right? Because I was well within my right to kill that guy. Like, I could have just shot him dead legally. Nothing. No ramifications, nothing like that. But I'm glad I didn't, because he was such a fucking young kid, man. You know, just making stupid mistakes. And I was a dumb kid making stupid mistakes. You know, imagine if I got shot over doing some shit when I was dumb and young. Here's the thing. After that, he ain't never gonna rob nobody, or try to anyway. It was just such a bad fucking move on his part. He thought he was doing something cool with his friends and almost fucking died for it. It's a good thing that he didn't. But after that happened, I told myself that I would never wait again. I would definitely, if someone was in my house now, I would pull the trigger without even thinking about it, mostly because that guy did have a friend with him. You know, imagine if that kid was in the house as well, fucking got the jump on me or something like that. Especially now, since I would be considered like more high profile. I get death threats all the time. I tell people the same thing every time when they tell me that they're gonna come to my house or beat me up or shoot me or something. I'm like, bring a vest, because I got one. And I will be wearing it. And I will shoot you. Anyway, cops finally show up and relieve my buddy Austin of his duty. He goes back upstairs, goes to sleep, and the cops are basically like, hey, we're gonna arrest him, do you want to press charges? And I was like, no, not really. I didn't press charges on the kid. I think they still detained him until his mom came and picked him up. I don't know. As soon as the cops and he was out of my house, I taped up my window and went back to bed. I didn't press charges for a few reasons. One, he was a kid. A lot of people are going to probably think to themselves that, you know, he's not going to learn anything unless I press charges, and I think you're wrong. I think having a shotgun put in your face is enough to change just about anybody. I'll tell you what, I've had a gun pulled on me before, and it changed my attitude dramatically. So I think that was more than enough to get him flying straight, if you will. I did, however, get a letter from his mom. His mother sent me a letter, basically just trying to pay for the window and stuff like that. And of course, I let them pay for the window, because Legacy Apartments was going to charge me because it was my window. They're like, yeah, you need to pay for that, or you need to fix that. I was like, ah. But his mom ended up paying the window and then gave me like an extra $100. And I was like, at the time, I was like, fuck yeah, $100, thank you. I have no idea what the kid is up to now. I've maintained zero communications with him. I'm assuming he's a well-rounded individual now. But I had his mom pay for the window and the screen. It was really nice of them to pay for the shit that he broke, you know? But man, I thought about that shit for months. I still occasionally do, actually. I still think about it from time to time, how I'm glad that I didn't just, you know, shoot some teenager, fucking end some kid's life. That shit kept me up at night because I was probably a fraction of a second away from pulling that trigger. If he didn't respond the way that I wanted to, I was just gonna fucking blast him, man. So shit like that kept me up at night for a long time. After that, though, Legacy really treated me differently. My landlord was a huge bitch to me. I don't know what her problem is. She acted like it was my fault, you know, that he broke into my house. Huh? Yeah, no, come on, break into my house, please. Now I think about it, the shotgun is actually really, it's all I had. You know, a shotgun's about the cheapest gun you can buy that's effective. That's not like a 22 or a high point. I think I paid $250 for that shotgun, brand new. See if I can't get some fucking meds. Gotta get me some cocaine and cocaine accessories to make me feel better. Oh, okay, they prescribed me drugs. Well, they didn't prescribe me, but they gave me narcotics. Or not narcotics, but Sudafed. Something like that, I don't know. You can make meth with it, so they had to enter in all my personal information. We'll give you drugs if you give us all your personal info so we can sell it to the government. I'm like, hell yeah, fuck me up, fam. But yeah, so that's how Jackson saved me from losing money. Oh, it's everywhere. It's all up in my helmet.